So it's got to be about day million of lockdown now. And once again, out on the same old route, and I really am getting bored now of pottering around here. It's different when you do it on a commute because you've got a purpose, you've got to get to work. But just coming out and riding it, I mean, it's nice to get out, nice to have a bit of single track, but good God, just the same old thing day in, day out. Health-wise, feeling alright, but I've been following Donald Trump's advice and pouring toilet duck into my tear ducts and opening up my brown eye with a couple of lollipop sticks and shining the wife's sun tanning light up there. So everything healthy so far. So I'm a member of a few Facebook groups, mountain biking ones, and there's only one really that I participate in properly, which is Mark's freaking MTVs. Good bunch of lads, funny, relaxed. Somebody who has been looking at though, they're just getting so weird at the moment. You get your people who are just bemoaning the fact they can't ride at Cannock Chase and Degler, and then you get the others who are really big on, you must not put the NHS at risk by doing anything at all that might result in injury. On one of the groups, some lad had put up a photo of a 2-foot drop off he'd built in some woods behind his house. 2-foot drop into a dirt landing on a slope, and said he'd been out and done it, and he got absolutely destroyed by the members of the Facebook group, saying he was an idiot, he was putting the NHS at risk, he was going to kill the whole of Ashby de la Zouch with COVID-19, even though he didn't live in Ashby de la Zouch. And I just thought, come on, it's a 2-foot bloody drop. What do stuff like that without thinking? I mean, we all did when we were kids. You'd be jumping off bloody planks up barrels and stuff like that. And I can't remember a procession of parents taking their kids off to Westmoreland General to get them fixed up. You just got to be a bit realistic, haven't you? Yeah, let's not go out and do absolutely stupid stuff, but the majority of people don't do stupid stuff all the time anyway. I mean, I guess the flip side, all this social distancing, not being able to get to ride your usual stuff, is that people are going to start looking for what they can do locally to make it all a little bit more exciting and learn some new skills. But what you end up with there is some bellend called Gregory, who usually poodles around the fells. So you're going to think, oh well, during this time of not being able to get out, I'm going to teach myself some new skills, because that's what that slitty mouth one on MBR said to do. So they're going to go into their allotment and they're going to build some really shitty jump out of bits of old pallet and mud, and they're going to name it something ridiculous like the moon booter. And Gregory gets on his full face helmet, his elbow pads, his knee pads, his back protector, his cricket box and everything else, pedals like foot past the cucumbers, hits said moon booter, it collapses because it's shit, he collapses into tears because he's shit, and next thing you know, Gregory's off to hospital with a broken collarbone and a marrow stuck up his arse. So here's the outcome of Gregory building his moon booter in the allotment. Facebook group Carrera Owners Rule UK found out about his moon booter and they crucified the poor bastard. Just past a bloke walking along with his fishing rod, heading around this path in the opposite direction along the River Dee. Now, government guidelines, police guidelines, seem to be telling you you should get out of your house, do what you need to do as quick as possible, get back in and lock the doors, and then put some toilet duck in your tear ducts. But to be honest, what is the harm in that fella going off, sitting by a riverbank on his own and fishing, even if it's all day. It's not as if he's socialising, is it? And he's not really going to pass COVID-19, which he hasn't fucking got anyway, on to anybody else other than a disappointingly small trout and an inquisitive blackbird. So along here is a daft little stunt ramp, very small one. I mean, you go well past the landing. And luckily, there's a little bowly bit you can land in, makes it quite nice. And do that most rides out, just it's something to do. Do it on the commute. Used to do it with a seat up. So should I not be doing that? I mean, of course I should. Let's not be stupid. Now the thing is, them people on Facebook groups and everything else telling people not to do anything stupid and you're being an idiot, you're putting the world at risk. I imagine a lot of them are the type of people who have a saddlebag with a cone spanner and a curly whirly in it. Obviously curly whirly have to be snapped because they're quite long. But they're the sort of people who wouldn't be taking risks anyway. So you could come off on that little double, you could land badly and hit the ground and break your collarbone. But I would argue that you could just as likely catch your pedal on a route, ride along some single track, go over the handlebars, break your collarbone. I don't see anybody telling people not to ride along single track at the moment in case a pedal strikes. I wonder if it's been cautious at the moment. It's having the same sort of effect on other groups as well. So you weirdos who like to put household appliances up their arseholes, I'm guessing that nobody wants to at the moment risk going to hospital with a petrol and mortar in their brown eye. So we're back at a location which some might recognise from an early video I put up. When I say some, I mean some, because hardly any bugger watched it. But this is the BMX track and I'm just pootling around because I'm shit. But again, I've ridden this before and I might come off, but chances are I won't. And why not come in? Why not do this? I realise that in this edit I've done what I've been trying not to do, and that is talk about the virus and the current situation, because people are worried enough, pissed off about it enough, without having some prick on a bicycle going on about it. But I think I'd like to think that my points are valid about still getting out and having fun. So whilst obviously taking it easier than normal, I mean, a lot of us don't have any choice because of where we've got to ride nowadays, but avoiding little doubles that you usually have no problems on, avoiding trails that are a little bit techie that you normally have no problems on, I say still ride them. Maybe take it a bit easier, and I don't necessarily mean go slower, because sometimes it's going slow that causes people to crash. I mean, don't go out, try new stuff. You know, you see some big drop you've never done before, don't do it. If you've never done it before, there's probably a good reason before. Now's not the time. But basically, stay safe, but don't be too safe. You've got to enjoy yourself. It's the more motivated you are to go out and ride, the fitter you'll keep, and the better you'll feel, and the better your mood will be as well. Help you to get through all this. Look at me, been a bit philosophical today.